Hey, so yesterday was Magtober day 5 and the prompt was to pick something and fill up a page with studies of it. So I had the idea to go to the thrift store and I was planning on going to the ceramic aisle when I got there, but really I had no idea what I'd end up finding. Although I feel like during Magtober I've been having a lot of fun playing around with different ideas, I don't really feel like I've been playing around in my sketchbook that much. And I was thinking the best way for me to do that is to just go into a page unplanned, which is why I decided to go on an art adventure yesterday. I really felt like I just needed to freshen things up and get out of my head and end the day with ideas that I couldn't have come up with otherwise. Honestly, the ceramic aisle was mostly filled with Christmas stuff, but there was a few cute things, and for some reason I found myself really interested in this goose and these two ladies sitting on a bench. I did some quick sketching while I was in the store, but I got pretty excited to head home and start painting and make more of a mess in my sketchbook. So I only bought one thing, this t-shirt. I don't know how well you can see it. This view is super pretty, but the lighting is super bad, so honestly I don't even know if you can see me right now, but I'll get a close-up of the shirt after. I think what today's painting session made me realize is that I've really just been needing some time to play in my sketchbook. I keep saying I want to use this Magtober month as a big sketchbook session, come up with ideas for bigger pieces and keep my inspiration flowing. Mostly, I'm just trying to end the month not burnt out, but instead excited to make still. But honestly, despite that plan, I still think I've spent most of the month in my own head. All of the ideas for my pieces so far have been pre-planned. Even if I came up with the idea that morning, I went into the piece knowing exactly what I wanted for the end result. And so today I started with a simple sketch, but pretty quickly I ended up painting these loose versions of two people sitting on a bench and basically just ignored the original figurine. And I think that this is the first page that is really just like a regular sketchbook page, as in just for fun, not even close to finished. And I didn't go into it with a finished result in my head. I went into it knowing I wanted to paint these figurines I saw at the thrift store, but I had no idea what would come out of it. And I ended up with lots of ideas I couldn't have come up with otherwise, which is what I'm always aiming for when I'm in my sketchbook. I will say that the prompt for today, which was to pick a thing and keep drawing studies of it, is a really great way to get ideas, because if you keep trying to redraw something, using the same base but keep slightly altering it, especially if the base idea is something you don't usually draw, like for me, these two figures on the bench, one of those ideas could end up with something really interesting you wouldn't have come up with otherwise. And that ended up happening to me. So I ended up really liking this bench wrapping around someone, the idea I had at the bottom, which only came about from messing around with watercolors. This is why I really love art adventures. I love not only getting out of the house to draw, but also being able to come up with ideas that I couldn't have come up with otherwise and that really represent the day. Like every time I'm gonna look at the sketchbook page, I'm gonna think about this day at the thrift store, and if I end up creating something bigger with this idea of people sitting on the bench, I'm always gonna be able to tie it back to this little adventure. Here's the finished piece, by the way. I don't know how well you can see it. This is the little one I really like, the one that wraps around the guy there. Anyways, this is just a short video that's probably not gonna come out for a little bit because the next week is really busy, and I'm just trying to stay on top of these Magtober pieces, even if they end up being simple ones like I did today. But I would love to hear how your month has been going, especially if you're taking part in any drawing challenges. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon. Bye.